You mentioned they're pioneers, enablers, adopters. Graham, can you dig into each of those in a bit more detail? What exactly do you mean by that?
Sure, yeah. Well, pioneers are what you'd kind of assume if someone said innovation to you. These are the companies that create innovation in a sense. Think Tesla in EV, for example. And we're very interested in these companies, obviously, but this tends to be a part of the market where investors come to very quickly, and there's a lot of hype around high potential revenue growth, not a lot of focus on valuation, and also often quite a lot of single product risk for these companies. So we're very interested, but we're very targeted in this sector. So we in this category, if you like. So an area we were interested in at the moment is digital design tools, for example. So companies that are using digital design for things like, or using augmented reality and digital prototyping, digital twins. So that's a kind of the first area of innovation that people think about. But if you then take a slightly broader view, as I mentioned earlier, if you think then of the companies that are supporting those businesses, and these are what we call enablers. A good example here would be if you think about the medical product drug development, companies that do drug development, particularly in newer areas like genomics, fantastically innovative companies, a lot of growth potential, but quite a lot of binary risk around the products they're trying to design. The companies that are supplying them with equipment, maybe diagnostic equipment or test kits, they're also benefiting from that rapid growth, but they're not taking the binary risk, and often much more reasonably valued. So clearly an area of interest for us. And then the third category, if you think about expanding that innovation frontier, is what we call adopters. There are many examples of this, but you can think about companies like Volkswagen, for example, who take innovations that come from other parts of the EV market, innovations in lasers and photonics, and put them into new additional products that make their own core products more attractive. And typically those companies are much more lowly valued, and the innovation tends to be underestimated by the market. So by having a split of those three different categories, we can branch our risk out across the portfolio.